Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome you all in F6 Online Sport and Assignments tutorial for week 10. I am Zubia Razak from APS Chakthamni. The grade is 9 and subject is biology. Recipe is chapter number 8, nutrition. Objective is at the end of this week you would be able to understand about digestion in stomach from textbook pages 160 to 161. This stomach is the dilated part of alimentary canal. It is J-shaped, located in the left of abdomen, just beneath diaphragm. Stomach has two main portions. This is cardiac portion. This is body of stomach. This is pyrolic portion. Here are muscles in the wall of stomach, and here is pyrolic sphincter. This cardiac portion of stomach is present immediately after esophagus, and this pyrolic portion is located beneath cardiac portion. This is cardiac portion, this is pyrolic portion. Stomach has two sphincters or openings which are guarded by muscles. Cardiac sphincter, this is cardiac sphincter, is between stomach and esophagus. This was esophagus. While pyrolic sphincter is between stomach and small intestine. This is pyrolic portion and this is stomach. This is the portion of small intestine. The bolus, this bolus enters in this stomach through cardiac sphincter. So this is cardiac sphincter. When the food enters stomach, the gastric glands found in this stomach wall are stimulated to secrete gastric juice. Gastric juice is composed chiefly of mucus, hydrochloric acid and a protein digesting enzyme, that is pepsinogen. Hydrochloric acid converts the inactive enzyme pepsinogen into its active form, which means there would be pepsin. HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, also kills microorganisms present in food. Pepsin partially digests the proteins portions of food, bulk of mutton, into polypeptides and shorter peptide chains. I have discussed about the stomach, which is a dilated part of alimentary canal between the esophagus and the small intestine. It is a muscular sac. It is J-shaped. And here are the parts of stomach. First one, esophagus, that was a tube. Second one, cardiac sphincter, then cardiac portion, then body of stomach, then pyrolic portion, then muscles in the wall, then pyrolic sphincter, then duodenum. What happens to the food inside stomach? Acid and pepsin makes the gastric juices, which supports chemical digestion of proteins. There would be muscular contraction, that is peristalsis, and there would be mechanical digestion. An interesting problem is raised here that pepsin is a powerful protein digesting enzyme. Why does it not digest the stomach walls, which are mostly proteins? We saw that pepsin is not released in its active form. Rather, it is secreted as an inactive pepsinogen, which requires HCl for activation. The mucus of gastric juice forms a thick coating over the inner walls of stomach and neutralizes the HCl there. It makes pepsinogen difficult to be activated and to attack the stomach walls. I have discussed about the gastric secretion, that was gastric juice. The digestive fluid secreted by the glands of the stomach, a thin colorless acidic liquid containing primarily HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, pepsinogen and intrinsic factor plus mucus. Gastric juice converts the gastric contents to a semi-liquid mass called chyme. Functions of the stomach acid: killing of bacteria, dissolve food into chyme. Digestion in stomach. The stomach in stomach food is further broken apart through a process of churning. Here would be churning. The walls of stomach contract and relax, and these movements help in thorough mixing of gastric juice and food. The churning action also produces heat, which helps to melt the lipid content of food. The starch in our bite of bread and the protein in mutton have been partially digested, and the food has been converted to a soup-like mixture called chyme. After it, the pyrolic allows a little mass of chyme to enter into duodenum. Did you know that gastric glands produce gastrin hormone? Some quality of gastric juice is always present in stomach. When bite is in oral cavity, brain sends messages to the stomach walls to secrete some gastric juice. When food reaches stomach, more gastric juice is secreted according to needs. If there is little or no protein in food, stomach does not secrete more gastric juice. On the other hand, if more proteins are present in food, abundant gastric juice is secreted. In this case, already present gastric juice begins the digestion of huge proteins into peptides. These peptides stimulate some cells of stomach walls to release a hormone called gastrin. This hormone enters blood and distributed to all parts of the body. In stomach, it has specific effect and stimulates the gastric glands to secrete more gastric juice. And now it's time to discuss the home tasks for the day 2. You have to read and memorize concepts from textbook pages 160 to 161. You have to write about the stomach, digestion, churning and melting. Thank you and have a nice day.